Hi there, students. Phrasal verbs with live. To live, yeah? Well, I live here. Okay, so let's start. To live on, yeah? To survive by eating one thing. So this guy, he lives on peanut butter sandwiches. It's the only thing he eats. Yeah, when he was living in China, he lived on rice. Okay, so to survive by only eating one thing. To live on, you can live on your salary as well. Okay, so he one salary is not enough to live on, to survive with. Okay, so to live on it, inseparable. Yeah, he lived on baked beans. Yeah, he lived on mangoes. Yeah, inseparable. To survive only eating one thing. And then to live on, intransitive, to continue. His memory lives on in my heart. Yeah, his good works live on even after his death. So to live on, to continue, particularly after somebody has died. Somebody's memory lives on. Okay, to live out. Well, you could live in or live out. For example, if you work as a nanny, you could be a live-in nanny or a live-out nanny. Yeah, so if you live in, you live in the house of the place that you work. If you live out, you live in another place and come into work. Maybe at a university you could live in, you live on the university premises, yeah, or you live out, you live some distance away from, yeah, outside. So I live out to the west, yeah? To live further out. You could live out a dream or a fantasy, yeah? So he lived out his fantasies in his mind. It looks like he's going to live out his dream of becoming famous. Yeah? Okay, so to live out, to fulfill a dream, to fulfill an aspiration, to fulfill a fantasy. Yeah? He's living out the fantasies of his youth. And then we can also use this phrase to live out your life, particularly to live out your days, to live out your life, to pass the remainder of your days. So I think if you are determined to live out your days in one place, life's not normally going to let you. Yeah, he lived out his days as a hermit on a beautiful mountainside. Okay, to live something down, to get used to something shameful, particularly I will never live this down. This situation was so embarrassing. I will never live it down. I will never get used to how shameful it was. He's been trying to live down his reputation as dishonest. Yeah, as a dishonest person. Yeah, but I'll never live this down. This is so embarrassing. I'm never going to forget it. Yeah, we're not going to let you live this down. My friends won't let me live it down. Yeah, he has never been able to live down his failure to go to university. Okay, to live down, to get used to something because you are embarrassed by it. Okay, to live off. Notice this live on, to survive by consuming only one particular thing. He lived off baked beans. He lived on baked beans, yeah? I can't live off one salary. I can't live on my small salary. To live through a difficult situation. I lived through it, inseparable. He lived through the Great Depression. He lived through the Great War to survive through a difficult period. The lesson was unbelievably boring, but I managed to live through it. You had to live through a difficult experience. I had to live through 6 hours of her singing at the top of her voice. Okay, to live it up, or to live up to. Let's see, to live up to party. Let's live it up. But normally the phrase live it up. Yeah, let's party. Let's go out and live it up tonight. And then to live up to a reputation, or just to live up. The film didn't live up. It didn't fulfill the expectations that I had. Yeah, he never lived up to the reputation that he had. So if something doesn't live up, it doesn't fulfill your expectations. Okay, to live up to something. Yeah, to live. Okay, it didn't live up, intransitive. It didn't live up to the expectations. To live with as well. You're just going to have to live with this. You're going to have to accept it. This is a problem, but you're never going to get rid of it. You've just got to live with it. Like it or lump it. Just live with it. Yeah, I know you're not happy about it, but live with it. There's no other alternative. Okay, so to live down, to get used to something embarrassing. I'm never going to live it down. To live off. He lived off a diet of chips and ketchup. Yeah, he lived on a diet of chips and ketchup. Yeah, I can't live off this salary. I can't live on this salary. He lived off the work of other people. To live in, to live out. Well, a live-in nanny. I live in. To live out, to live somewhere else that's not where your employer lives. To live through, to survive a difficult period. He lived through the problems, to endure. Let's go out and live it up. Let's have a party. Let's have fun. Yeah, this didn't live up to expectations. It didn't live up. Yeah, it's when people expect a lot of you, it's very difficult to live up to their expectations. So there you go, phrasal verbs with live. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Let's see, live down, live off, live on, live out, live through, live up, live with.